Hello, good morning. Now don't be alarmed at what you might be seeing. This is Intrepid reporter reporting for the Planet Sweeney for the magazine Cosmoplegic. Now, as you can see, I look a slightly different, but for this week's report, my superior, Miss Terry, wanted me to do a report on role reversal. See? So I thought I'd get right into character, get in touch with that masculine side of myself, and dress for part, you see, because I do believe that your appearance does affect the way you behave, right, and how you interact with people. So it was a very interesting experiment actually, and I went out onto the street dressed like this, and I got some quite interesting reactions from the men and the women, you see. I went in incognito, and the men, right, were actually quite threatened by me, you see. And the women, well, they were a bit threatened by me as well, you see. But you see, I went for the sort of Leonardo DiCaprio sort of appearance, you see, the Leonardo DiCaprio appearance. Anyway, let's get cracking. Now, the thing is, I spoke to quite a few people, and like this, as I say, and I spoke to one chap who was telling me that he is now, he's an house husband, which is the modern, the new term for it. He's an house husband, and he says he quite gets on with it, in fact, you see, because in my opinion, you see, all men have a secret desire, you see, to either be a woman or dress like one. And then pointing fact here, this is a true story now, there was one chap that had been dressing up in his wife's clothes for years. They'd been like married for 20 years and she never knew. No. Well, she found out one winter's night when she were in bed with him and he'd forgot to take his tights off, see, because it were warm, So anyway, that were end of that. No, but, you get these new age men, don't you, who think, yes, women's rights, and yet they're quite, sort of know all the ropes and that, and they quite agree with women going out to work, being the career person. Well, in my opinion, the feeling I got was the only way these blokes would stay at home and look after kids is if they had a blind wife with one leg. That's the only way they'd do it, see? It's the only way they'd do it. And then I started thinking of the great examples, the great examples of role reversal, Take Tootsie, for example, Tootsie and Mrs. Doubtfire. These are classic films, aren't they? Classic films which illustrates quite plainly that men can actually maybe do a better job than some of us lasses, when it comes to parenting, Dress with a pair of false melons, mind, that does help, No, but in my opinion, turning point came for women. I think women's rights, equality. Never mind all this suffragette stuff. No, chaining themselves to railings. No. It were Ripley, weren't it, in Terminator, when she got on that big machine, She could outstrip any bloke, couldn't she? No, in my opinion, it were Ripley. It were Ripley what did it for us women, Gave us a voice, didn't she, And look at this then, Look at this. I was thinking of, those evil dictators out there, you see. Evil dictators we've had in the past, we've had like Hitler, haven't we? And we've had Mussolini, Now, I'll put this to you. Could they have caused so much distress, and ruled with such an iron rod of cruelty had they been dressed in a basque and some fishnets? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No one would take them seriously. On a more modern day, kind of person like that. You've got Bin Laden, haven't you? Just imagine, if he'd be dressed in a basque and some suspenders, pair of high heels, who the heck would take him seriously, No, they'd soon find him, that's for sure, wouldn't they, Soon find him. No, you see, and some women, I think women women slip into the role of being the breadwinner a lot easier, don't they? They've got this sort of built-in sort of common sense. They're like multitasked, aren't they? Multitasked. See, there was one chap I heard about, that got out when his wife left him with kids. He got absolutely suicidal, you know. And I did have to think for a minute, you know, poor chap, you know, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's how we've been programmed, isn't it, How we've been programmed. You know, and he couldn't manage. And, you know, I says, well, was it because of his wife leaving him, you know, after all them years of you know, love and connection and that? No, they said, couldn't time the, you know, school run with putting tea on, so he tried to hang himself. So, you know, I'll put it to you, ladies and lads, you know, who works at it the best, Who can hack it better, Women as men or men as women? Well, do you know what? In my opinion, I reckon there should be a global law, right? 1 day a week where we swap roles, 1 day a week when we get in touch with other side of our natures, Could call it Sex Change Tuesday, couldn't we, That'd give some men something to think about, wouldn't it, Unfortunately, the arduous task of having kids lies heavily on us, you know, and you know, I mean, that's unfortunately the way of it, you know, but you know, the way science is going, No, so I'm just top of here because I'm not quite forgotten, you know, that I am a woman. You know, I am a woman under this, you know, and, you know, who knows, you know, some gentleman might be quite proud to have somebody in a Fondora, you know. But anyway, that's my sort of take on it, you know, and like I say, role reversal, I think women lend themselves rather nicely to it. And if you take my case in point, look at this, Old Babs, met a wonderful looking bloke in Yentl, what a classic story that was, you know. I mean, she's quite attractive there, isn't she? Oh, so, I'll sign off now, you know, feeling quite butch now, and my next report is going to be on the internet, right? And have we lost our sense of direction through gaining the internet? You see what I've done there? Turned it around. No. So, love and peace to all of you, be it a man or a woman, or whatever, you know, love and peace, you know, don't argue, you know, role reversal is all a question of equality, isn't it, So, let's leave you with a bit of Babs, and a little bit from Yentl. So until next time, this is Intrepid Reporter reporting for Planet Sweeney for the magazine Cosmoplegic. Ta-ta! See if I've done it right. Yeah. Oh. Well done, Babs, Well done. What a woman. Or a man.